Hey guys, Mixed Media Girl here. So one of the most common questions is what do I do with my acrylic skins, because I don't like to waste paint. So when I do an acrylic pour, paint runs off of the canvas and I save it. That is an acrylic skin. All of these are acrylic skins from various different projects. I have all different sizes, colors, different paint types, etc. How can you save these? Underneath here, this black thing is a silicone mat from Loli Vefe. So you let the paint dry on there and it just literally peels right off. No issues whatsoever. Then to store them, I store them in between pieces of parchment paper. You can also put parchment paper under your project and the paint will peel right off of those as well. It gets a little bit bubbly. So that's how you actually have them and save them. Now we're going to go over what projects you can do with them. I have stacks and stacks of these, and once in a while I pull them out and do some projects. The easiest one is jewelry. So this is kind of a classic jewelry piece. It comes with glass, and then this is called a tray. I get mine from Craft Fantastic. I see them at Scrapbook Expo a couple times a year. You can get these at Michael's. I'm sure you can get them at Walmart, Joann's, etc. All different kinds. So the easiest project to do with your acrylic skins is make some necklaces. So that's what we're going to do first. And I like to use, Craft Fantastic has their own glue for this project that I like to use. And I'm sure there are other glues that you can use. Also, just remember, no piece is too small. Even just a piece this small will make you some great jewelry. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put the glue right on here. And then I'm just going to put my glass down and adjust to how I want it. That one fits right perfectly there. This was some leftover paint from a vase. That's why it's circular. Want to make sure that the glue is fully covering. Now at this stage you can take a Q-tip and wipe off the excess glue. I just leave it. But I'm going to let it sit there and let the glue totally dry, or at least mostly dry. So we're going to do two necklaces. I'll do a round and an oval one. I think this over here looks really cool. So I'm going to go ahead and do one right here. And that was definitely too much glue, but that's okay. All right, so as those are drying, we're gonna go on to our next project, which is some magnets. Now for magnets, you can do something like this. You can take the glass pieces and glue them down and then put a magnet on the back. And they have larger glass pieces that I like to use for that. You can also take something like this. These are just little wood pieces. I got these at Michael's, but you can also get them at probably at the dollar store or other places, definitely Walmart, etc. And what I'm going to do on these is I'm going to glue the skin on, once again let it dry, and then put a magnet on the back. So on this I would want to glue the skin obviously the other way. And just as another note, sometimes the back of your skin can look even cooler than the front. So I'm going to go ahead and use the back of this skin. I'm just going to use regular glue all. This is Elmer's glue all. But once again, there's a wide variety of glues that you can use. You just want to make sure that it is fully covered, maybe even using like a brush to fully cover this. So I'm going to put that there. Once again, we want to let the glue dry. All right, and I'm going to pick another piece to do one more magnet. I think I'll do something cool with the black and white. I'll go ahead and flip that over. Go ahead and put some glue on my piece. And press it down. All right. So that's that for that. We're going to let those dry as well. And on to the next project. There are about a bazillion projects that you guys can do, by the way, so I'm just doing a few of them. I'm going to move some of these skins out of the way. On a general basis, I don't stack them because they will stick to each other. So I will stack them in between parchment paper. For right now though, for a minute should be fine. Just moving excess pieces. All right. Now the next one we're gonna do is a bookmark. I have this nice, really big one right here that I was thinking would work really well for a bookmark. It's also a thicker skin, which I think would work. So we're just gonna use packing tape for this. You can draw letters on there. You can put little sayings. So I like to get all these different stickers that have different words or sayings, and a lot of them are Tim Holtz. I get them from Michael's, but you know, I use some different ones as well. I think I'm going to use something from here. This is, I believe, Tim Holtz, and I got it from Michael's. So this says, she dreamed beautiful dreams, thoughts that whisper to my heart. You know, there's just some really cool kind of non sequitur sayings in here that shine and sparkle. I'm going to go with she dreamed beautiful dreams because that makes me feel like, you know, someone's reading out of a book. I'm going to put it at a bit of a slant. You, of course, do not have to use any letters or words if you don't want. And then we're just going to go ahead and use packing tape. You can also use contact paper, of course, like the stuff that you seal books with. I'm just keeping this real simple, though, and using what I have on hand. I'm going to go ahead and use a couple pieces, and I'm going to do this on both sides. I'm going to try not to have any bubbles in there. So I'm going to go ahead and flip it over and do it on the same part on the other side. Okay, great. And then we're going to go ahead and cut it out. Obviously using like a paper cutter would be best. I don't have one, so just going to cut as straight as I can with some scissors. All right, we have a cute little bookmark. I'm going to straighten it up a little bit after the video, but then I'm going to just hole punch this, tie a ribbon through, and we have just a really nice little bookmark. So that's our third project. Now the final project, and of course we will come back to these other two that we started with. The final project, I'm going to take the rest of these scraps, or at least most of the rest of these, and I'm going to go ahead and cover a picture frame. This is from the dollar store, or no, this one's from Michael's, but you can get these from the dollar store, Michael's, etc. And I thought it would be cool to just use up some smaller pieces, or, you know, just kind of scraps. So first I'm just putting glue on. I'm going to spread it around again with my brush. Yeah, these frames are, I think, $1 at Michael's, so this is really a good way to make, you know, something totally unique. All right, let's start with, I'm going to go ahead and speed this part up, but I'm just going to be gluing a bunch of scraps onto here and making kind of just a fun pattern. All right, so that is more or less covered. Here's what I'm going to do at this point. We're going to let all these projects dry and come back and go ahead and finish everything up. I'll be cutting off the excess sides here, and we'll see what we've got. All right, we're back. Things are pretty dry, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this out. I'm going to cut these out, and then we'll finish the project. All right, so we've got everything cut out. These are our two necklaces. So I'm gonna go ahead and just get them into the trays. You can, of course, just glue them in there. This is not necessarily a jewelry making video. These are called glue dots. They also come from Craft Fantastic. They're really cool. So I just put them in with these. It's like double-sided tape basically. Set it in there, peel off the back, and then put your piece in there. There we go. Go ahead and do the other one real quick. All right. And of course the magnets are pretty self-explanatory. We're gonna just glue magnets onto the back of these. I could have probably done a little better job cutting these out, not gonna lie. But for these, I would probably just paint the sides like a corresponding color, or maybe even paint it ahead of time. So I just have little magnets that I got from, I think, the dollar store. It was like a whole pack of them. We'll just glue these on the back. And there we go on those. And then on our frame, I would definitely seal this with a varnish or a resin or something, but I think it looks super cool, super funky. And same things, you can just paint the sides with a corresponding color. For the bookmark, I went ahead and hole punched it and I put a ribbon through. So our bookmark is all done. All right, guys. So hopefully you enjoyed this and got something out of it. There are a million things you could do with acrylic skins. You know, you can put them on the top of mason jars. You can make book covers. You can do literally anything with these. You can glue them onto anything. You can put them into coasters, etc. So I just wanted to give you some ideas of some things that you could do with these. Please comment, like, and share this video. That helps me stay in business as an artist. Check out the description for all of the materials and links to any materials in case you're interested. And I will see you guys next time.